Hello, Dr. Tawana Worlds by birth, also known as a disruptor. Did you know that millions who grew up in poverty also die in poverty? Have you ever heard the saying, what good can come out of the hood? Well, I'm here to disrupt for just a minute. Yes, I was that little girl that grew up in the hood, grew up in the ghetto, single mother, absent father, eating out of the trash can just to survive. But I was also that girl that determined way back then that I was not going to become a product of my past. And now I help others do the same thing. I'm not a victim, I'm a victor. I help men and women from similar backgrounds find value in their own vault and create wealth from within. Hey, what's going on? What's going on, everybody? Look, I wanted to catch y'all real quick for the sun went on down. I'm trying to see why y'all ain't got no Wi-Fi wealth. Why y'all ain't out here in these internet streets making you some internet income, especially with it being this easy, okay? I'm going to say this, and this ain't to toot my own horn, but this is probably going to be the most important educational, informational broadcast, live stream, whatever you want to call it, okay? I'm not going to hold you guys here long whatsoever, but I am going to be strong. I'm going to be as short, sweet, and straight to the beat as I possibly can. For those that are new over here on any of my platforms, I welcome you, okay? It's all about respect. Respect is not given, it is earned. I will respect every adult, every human being as such. I expect the same in return. My block game is very strong, okay? I don't come to play games. I come to disrupt. My name is Dr. Tawana Worlds, also known as the Disruptor. I come to tear down lies, ideologies, beliefs, systems, you name it. Anything that opposes the truth, I stand against it, okay? And for those that are old timers, old schoolers, that means you didn't came by here once or twice and maybe even 99 times, welcome back. Like I said, I'm not going to hold y'all, but I would be doing y'all a disservice by being a gatekeeper to actually know things and resources that will change the trajectory of your financial forecast. I would be wrong to be a gatekeeper and not share the information, okay? It's a twofold type of situation over here on my page, on my platform, etc. I'm going to come by here and give you the education. The education is on me. The implementation is on you. If you can take the information and go do something with it right now, not right now, but because the rat is fast, right now, then please take the information and let it transform your finances. Let it transform your peace of mind. Let it transform everything that you are seeking in life. Let it transform that. Why do I say that? Because money answers all things. And this is the number one demon, the number one strong man, the number one, bondage to that everybody across the board. It's not just in America, it's global. You got people that can't get clean water. You got people that can't get food. Why? Because they lack resources. Money is nothing but currency. If we would learn that, and it's so unfortunate, okay, that the school system did not teach us this, but that is not an excuse to remain ignorant. If y'all don't mind sharing this, let me go ahead and stop and pause and say that. If you on Facebook, share this with somebody, tag somebody, invite somebody. If you on YouTube, go ahead and like the video. If you are a first timer and you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. It's actually free 99. I'm always coming by here dripping some sauce, okay? I'm always coming by here giving some game. So please, if you don't mind, going ahead and giving me a like, go ahead and subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and just leave me a comment in the chat. Say, hey, it's my first time, so that I can highlight you, welcome you, and hopefully, invite you back. Over here on TikTok, It's a free 99 play, okay? I ask that if I'm serving you proper, because that's what we do when we go to eat, right? When we go to get fed, when we go out to restaurants, if they serving you nice and proper, you leave a tip, you spread the word, you come back and visit, you do these things, right? So all I'm asking you is if you're getting served properly, can you go ahead and go crazy on those hearts? Because those hearts help me beat the algorithm. It lets the algorithm know this is a video that people are liking. And now we can show this in the For You page so more people can find what this woman is talking about on today. It's absolutely free, okay? And then over here on Instagram, if you don't mind tagging it, sharing it to your story, however they share, if you don't mind doing that, that would be absolutely wonderful. Appreciate the hearts over here. I really appreciate it. It's a free 99 type of deal. Okay, so because powerful people ask powerful questions, I'm not here to sell you a dream. I'm not here to sell you a dream. I'm not here to say, hey, you can get rich tomorrow. You can get rich in 7 days if you try my magic formula. I'm not here to say that. I'm here to let you know that there are so many tools and so many strategies and so many resources available to us that right here, right now, you can make some money. Right here, right now, you can make some money. Does that make you rich? No, it does not. Because riches is not just money. Riches is having a peace of mind. Riches is having substance, property. Rich is having an army, a force, servants. Rich is having possessions. Go look up the definition of rich, okay? So people are striving to be rich because we, especially in the minority community, we have that shiny object syndrome. I want to be rich, but our minds are not ready to handle riches. You're not ready to handle peace because you've lived with chaos all your life. You don't know how to have a peaceful day because you've been living the last 15 years in anxiety. It's a changing of the mindset, okay? So I always start off with working and massaging your mind. I want you to burn some calories in your brain, okay? So I want you to eat well. I want you to get some good brain food. That way you can actually retain the information so that you can go implement the information, especially with technology. Nowadays, you can get something in 15 seconds or less. And wonder why we have a dumbed down generation, a dumbed down elderly generation, a dumbed down middle-aged generation, and a dumbed down young generation. Straight up. I appreciate you, Siobhan McEwen. That's what I'm talking about, sister. Teamwork makes the dream work. If we can all just get that on us and get it in us. That if you do jewelry and I make garments and you have the sewing machine and you actually can mail the stuff out, we would be able to reach more people together collectively. So I appreciate the share. I really do. But listen, let me tell you something. I want to ask y'all a powerful question because powerful people ask powerful questions. What does powerful questions do? They steer focus. And whatever you focus on in life, you can have. If you always focusing on your bills and always focusing on how I'm gonna make ends meet and always focusing on I don't have enough money, guess what we've been receiving? Is there lies detected? What we focus on, we have. If you focus on being unhealthy, you will eat unhealthy. You will do unhealthy things. You will create unhealthy habits. What you focus on, you have. I'm going to prove it to you right here, right now. For those of you that graduated, you was focused on getting that diploma. You can see it before you even held it. You can see yourself walking across the stage. You can see your family in the audience. Even if you didn't have no family, you can see yourself proving to yourself that I'm not what they said that I was. You can see yourself if you had a child early as a teenager and they didn't think you was going to graduate. And baby, I don't care. With a baby in your lap, a baby on your boob, with anything, right? You got through and you graduated. Why? Because you focused on graduated. Women that focus on taking other women, men, they focus. They come up with a plan. You feel me? They come up with an agenda. Look at Krishan Rock and Jaden Blueface. I guess it's Jaden Alexis or something. That woman was focused on taking that woman, man. What you focus on is what you can have. If you the one in your family that say, you know what? This stops with me right here. I don't know what they did and what they got caught up with, but I know that I deserve more, I deserve better, and then everybody in your family start calling you the black sheep. Oh, y'all don't talk to her. She crazy. You know, every time she come around, she talking about stuff that, you know what I'm saying, that don't resonate with us. Yeah, y'all might want to, she be off the rocker. Yeah, can I come hang out with y'all? No, it's just going to be us four. You become the black sheep. Why? Because you different. And you choose to be different. Excuse me. That was way down in there. Bless myself, but thank you. And excuse me. So check this out. Powerful people ask powerful questions because I want to steer your focus tonight. And this is too good not to share. I'm going to keep on saying that throughout the live, throughout the broadcast. Thank you, love. Thank you. What do you know about money? Let me ask that question first. What do you know about money? And if you are able to respond, I want you to respond because your hand is a digital recorder for your mind. Sometimes we don't get it by hearing it. That's why it says statistically, you have to hear something 7 times before you actually get it. But when you actually write it and you see yourself writing it and you see what you've written, it helps it click because not only do you hear it, but you see it. Okay? What do you know about money? It answers all things. It does. We can't have clean bottled water. We can't live in a house. We can't warm ourselves. We can't heat ourselves. We can't drive and have gas in our car to go see our families. We can't afford no cell phone bill. You feel what I'm saying? We can't eat from the grocery store. We can't do nothing without it. It answers all things. I love that. But for others, I would love to hear, what do you know about money? What do you know about money? Because can't we agree that if we don't know about money like that, except what we were shown or except what Big Mama and them said, that if we don't know what to do with money and its purpose, that we can never do it and we'll stay in this cycle called poverty? Would y'all agree? Just put a yes in the chat. You want to know why so many people struggling? Because they don't know what to do with money. They can't manage money. They have a money mismanagement problem. They don't know how to employ their money. So their money is unemployed. And money don't like to be broke or unemployed. Okay. Money also don't like to be saved. Money is currency. That means that your money grow only when it flow. If it's saved up in somebody's account, what the bankers are going to do is actually take your money and they're going to invest it because they know that cash sitting in the bank is trash. We also know that money is meant to be multiplied. It's meant to be doubled. We also know that money is meant to be managed and maintained. If you didn't know, now you do. Okay? How many of us are believers? I want to talk to the believers real quick. How many of us are believers? Because I want to give you a scripture. If you're not, you can just sit here and learn. Some principles still work for everybody. They work for Jeff Bezos. Yep. They work for the Rothschilds. They work for the Bilderbergs. Biblical principles, because principles never retire. They never go away. As long as you work principles, you can always. How many of y'all are believers? Just talk back to me real quick. While you coming on up in the room, I ask that you share this with somebody. This is going to be the most educational, most transformational live stream or whatever y'all want to call it that I am going to serve y'all with on today. I want everybody and their mammy over here. Okay? And we all can learn something. I know something that you don't know. You know something that I don't know. That's how we learn together. Nobody knows it all, but all together we know it all. How about that? Okay, all together we know it all. Now, if you can't answer that honestly, then that's a problem. What do I know about money? Well, my mama told me to save my money. Well, my daddy told me that you work hard. That's what the school systems taught us, that you work hard for your money. And then after you work hard for your money, you can have a nice life. Right? That's what we are taught. Well, my money is didn't nobody teach me about money. I just learned on my own. Didn't have nobody teach me about money. What I learned about my money is you don't let the right hand know what the left hand does. You know, you have money and you act poor. You don't afford things. You don't buy things you can't afford. Stuff like that. Am I talking to anybody? Has anybody ever heard that type of stuff growing up? Then as a child, your mind conditions to that type of believing. Our ancestors and grandparents and mothers, they meant well. They can only teach us what they knew. So we're not blaming them. We're not shift blaming them. We got to blame us when we are able to say, it's my fault I'm in this situation. Because even though I grew up like that, I'm grown. And they're not responsible for me anymore. So if I didn't like what I was taught, or I want to learn something new, or I want to learn how to get out of this, then I need to take accountability, and I need to learn, and I need to find out, and I need to research, and I need to invest, and I need to do these things that made these other people successful. Because I don't want to be like this no more. I had a woman call me, and this is often. I'm tired, Dr. T. I'm tired, Dr. T. I got to get off this job, Dr. T. I'm tired of living like this. It's the most heartbreakingest words you can hear come because you feel it in your bones. Like you feel that in your soul. That hits way different when somebody calls you and tell you, I'm tired. This is not living. This ain't life. And this ain't living. The greatest asset that you have in this life is time. And they would rather steal your time and pay you minimum wage for your time so that after they get done using your time, leveraging your time, you ain't got time for nothing else and nobody else, including God. Now, for those that are believers, we all know this story. It ain't been preached all across the pulpits. We didn't even read it, okay? The parable of the talents. Can I read that to y'all real quick? I just want to read that to y'all real quick, okay? I just want to read this to y'all real quick. That's it. Hold on. Pull it up on this app right here. I want to pull it up with the lexicon because I don't read things at the surface. I have to go deeper to understand what the meaning is. Okay, so I want to give you context, line upon line, precept upon precept. Matthew 25:14. Matthew 25:14 lexicon. All right. So hold on. Let me read it to y'all like this first. Matthew 25. And then I'm gonna break it down in its original context. Because sometimes we think things mean things that they really don't mean. Like we think that a tongue is just a pink muscle in your mouth that helps you chew your food and taste your food. That is not what tongue means in the scripture. A tongue in the scripture means a hand that comes out of your mouth and shapes your destiny. Your words, you bring life or death by the power of your tongue. What we think is a pink muscle in our mouth that helps us taste and eat food is the most powerfulest weapon on planet Earth, in the whole entire world. It's not a nuclear weapon. It's your words, because your words can cause life and cause things to live, or your words can cause things to die. You are that powerful. So a lot of times when I read, I want to read deep. What does this mean? We may be thinking it mean one thing, but listen. So now when I think about my words, I think about a hand actually coming out of my mouth and shaping what I just said. I'm sick and tired. Okay, let me give you sickness and let me give you tired. Oh, I'm broke. I can't afford that right now. You got $5 I can borrow? No, I'm broke right now. Let me shape broke and let me shape I can't afford. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? So let me go over here and give you the reading first. It's the lexicon. Hold on. I'm trying to get back to my tab. I shouldn't have jumped off of it, but give me 1 second. Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me close this one out. All right, there we go. All right, so Matthew 25:14. Why did it take me back to that? I didn't ask for the lexicon. Not yet. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so Christ came preaching kingdom, okay? Christ came preaching kingdom. Every parable he spake was all about the kingdom. For the kingdom of this world, right? It's a kingdom. And then we come from a kingdom for those that are believers, right? So Matthew 25:14 is another one of those parables that he gives us. Again, the kingdom is likened to a man. The kingdom is like a man that goes on a journey, but before he go on his journey, he calls his servants to himself and say, hey, come on over here real quick. Let me have a conversation with you. I'm getting ready to go on a journey. It's going to be a long journey. But while I'm gone, I'm going to entrust my wealth to you. That's just like if you go on a long journey and you got children. I'm finna go to Europe for 6 months to a year. Baby, I'm going to leave you in charge of paying the rent. Bookie, I'm going to leave you in charge of making sure that the car is paid for. Samantha, I'm going to make sure you in charge of walking the dog. And Johnny, I'm going to make sure you in charge of taking out the trash. When you return in 6 months, your car is repossessed. You are evicted. You ain't got to worry about no trash. Samantha and Johnny homeless with Bebe and Pookie because they did not take care of the assignment that you gave them. You provided the money for them to pay for the rent, pay for the vehicle, pay to the trash service, pay for the dog to get walked. You provided the resource and you told each one of them what their portion was. And you come back and they squandered it. You would be livid. You would want to hurt them children. You would be so upset with them, you probably disown them for a bit. Okay? You tripping. What I worked so hard for and I gave to you, you lost You would be hurt. You would be devastated. You would be angry. Correct? Well, the kingdom of God is likened to a man that went away for a long journey. But before he left, he called his servants and he entrusted his wealth to them. To one, he gave 5 bags of gold. Here, you take this. He didn't even tell him what to do. He didn't even tell him what to do. He just said, here, 5 bags of gold for you. To the other one, here go 2 bags of gold for you. And to another one, here go 1 bag of gold for you. And it says he gave each one of them according to their ability. Now, I need y'all to stay with me real quick. This is going to bless somebody. You mean to tell me, Dr. Tawana, that God doesn't give us wealth and give us resources because we somebody special? He doesn't determine how much wealth we can have? He does not. Guess who determines how much wealth he can have? Y'all let me know in the chat. It said he gave 1 5, 1 2, and 1 1, each one according to their ability. He knew the one that he gave 1 to could not handle 5. He knew the one he gave 2 to could not handle 5. He knew the one that he gave 5 to needed more than 1. He can manage and maintain more than 1. He can manage and maintain 5. Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? So I'm telling you here right now, according to principle, God is not the one who determines how much money, wealth, peace, resources you have on this earth. You are. You are. Hello, somebody. So I'm going to ask you again, how much do you know about money? Especially if you a believer and you said that money answereth all things. Because my next follow-up question will be, if money answereth all things, why you don't have enough of it? Ooh, I know I'm preaching because I'm burning up over here again. Father, calm me down and cool me off. He said he gave each one of them according to their ability. And then he went off on his journey. He left. He didn't give them instructions. He didn't tell them what to do. He said, according to their ability, let me give him 5, let me give him 2, let me give him 1. And then he left. The man who had received 5 bags of gold went at once. He didn't stop. He didn't delay. He didn't ponder what I'm going to do with this. Oh, he didn't let procrastination sink in. It said the man who received 5 bags of gold went at once and put his money to work. You mean to tell me you working for money? That is a sin, friends. The man who had received 5 bags of gold went at once. No instructions. He knew exactly what to do. That's why he got 5 bags. He went and he put his money to work and gained 5 more bags. I clap by myself. I will clap by myself. You want to know how Dr. T got out of poverty? I sit down and I serve y'all how to. The problem is not a lot of people want to learn, and not a lot of people want to sacrifice with learning this so they can get out. They want the shiny object. They a microwave generation that serves a crock pot God, baby. You got to simmer. You got to get on too and boil a little bit. You feel me? Wealth is built. It's created first, then it's built. You can't build no house in one day, baby. You're not going to build no generational wealth in one day, beloved. Wealth is built. Money, it comes and goes. I've been in this vein for 2 days. Seriously. My daughter, because I talk, I coach, I mentor. I come out here, I serve, I say, y'all ready to go? I ain't got it right now. I don't got the money. You ain't gonna never have it. You know why? Because as a man thinketh, so is he. That comes from a poverty mindset. When I learned that, and even if I didn't have money to join $50,000 mentorships, I stopped saying, man, I can't afford that. When they put the price out there, instead of me like, oh my God, that's a lot, I had to reprogram my mind and say, how can I get it? I'm not going to say it's a lot. How can I get it? And once I asked, how can I get it? He gave me the blueprint. He said, just like everybody else, go and do it. They don't start banks with their own money. They take everybody else's money and they all invest together. Meta wasn't started with one man. It was a collective team of investors, okay? Apple wasn't started by one man. He created the idea and the other people put the idea onto the blueprint. And then from the blueprint, they took it to the computer and everything else, okay? Teamwork makes the dream work. Period. ... So he said, go find you 50 people that will pay you $1,000 to learn about real estate. That's how you're going to get that 50,000. And then what you're going to pay 50,000 for, you're going to share it with all 50 of them. And all 50 of them going to get more money, more knowledge, more education, more resources than if one person went in there and paid 50,000. We're not paying 50 people times 50,000. We pay 50,000 one time and all 50 of us learn. That's multiplication. That's servanthood. I'm just giving y'all some keys, okay? What helped me come out of poverty. Principles. Simple as that. Okay? So it says, I'm going to get on back over here. This man went at once. And this is why when God returned, he said, look. What I gave you, I ain't got no other choice but to give you more. Because you bad to the bone, okay? I didn't even tell you what to do with it. But you knew the concept of wealth. You knew the concept. You knew that money was not meant to be buried or saved up or stored. You knew that my money was meant to work. I'm giving you a key. This is principle. This is wisdom. You knew that money was not meant to be saved, but money was meant to work. So I got to give you more because you had wisdom. Now look, let me continue on real quick where I want to go to. We're going to 25 and 17 now. We started at 14, we at verse 17, okay? So also the one with 2 bags of gold went straight away and gained 2 more. Oh, okay. But the man who had received 1 bag went off, dug a hole in the ground called a savings account, and hid his master's money. After a long time, the master of those servants returned and settled accounts with them. He said, come on up here. Let me settle the accounts that I gave to you. The man who had received 5 bags of gold brought the other 5. Master, he said, you entrusted me with 5 bags of gold. See, I have gained 5 more. His master replied, well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with a few things. Now I will put you in charge of many things. Come and share your master's happiness. Ooh-wee. Baby, people trying to do all these tricks and theatrics. Principles are simple. Y'all hashtag that. Principles are simple. The man with the 2 bags of gold also came. Master, he said, you entrusted me with 2 bags of gold. See, I got 2 more for you. His master replied to him, well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Come and share your master's happiness. This is where I'm going to close at. Then the man who had received 1 bag of gold came and he said, Master, I know that you are a hard man, and you harvest where you have not sown. You know what he told him? This is what he told him in our terminology. He said, look, you out here receiving interest on investments that you didn't have to work for. You're gathering where you have not scattered seed. You ain't went out and planted no seeds. But yet you just come back to collect. And I know you a hard man. So instead of me putting your money to work for you, I just hid it for you. See, I still got the one. I didn't do nothing with it. I didn't lose it. I mean, I was afraid. So I just went out and I just hid your gold in the ground. It's there. Here, exactly what you gave me. It belongs to you. His master replied, you wicked, lazy servant. So you know that I harvest where I have not sown, and I gather where I have not scattered seed. So since you know that, Mr. Smarty Pants, well, then you should have went and put my money on deposit with the bankers, so that at least when I return, I'd have 0.5 APR interest on my gold. The bank would have gave me 0.5, a penny. They would have gave me some type of investment. So take the bag of gold from him and give it to the one who got 10 bags. For whoever has will be given more, and they will have an abundance. But whoever does not have, even what they have, will be taken from them. Now throw that worthless servant outside into darkness, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Say what? That's what he said. That ain't what I said. Don't get mad at me. That's what he said. Throw that wicked, worthless, lazy servant. Why? I gave something to you. I put something in you that was very valuable. That's why the other scripture said, he who is unfaithful in unrighteous mammon can never be given true wealth. How you up here praying for $1 million and you won't get your financial house together? You won't stop mismanaging your money. You won't stop being a consumer. You haven't learned the principles of investment. His whole kingdom is likened to an investment. That's what the parable is. I want a return on what I gave you. I gave you a gift. Where's my return on it? How many souls did you help with that talent to cook? Or did you just think you can cook so you can get fat and eat and get unhealthy and get sick? I gave you the ability to do hair. So why is people hair falling out? Why do people have alopecia? You understand me? I gave you the gift to learn natural herbs and what herb to put with that one to reduce belly fat and to grow your hair and to lose weight and to get rid of diabetes. Why you ain't put that together, huh? You don't know how to invest. So why would I ever give you true wealth if you don't know how to invest? You don't take unrighteous mammon, money, currency, and you're not a good steward over that. Why would I give you true wealth? What is true wealth? It includes land. It includes gold. It includes silver. It includes cattle. It includes oxen. It includes manservants and maidservants. It includes territory. It includes authority. It includes peace. It includes favor. Baby, favor is far better than finances. You can be sitting somewhere and you ain't got 50,000 to spend to invest in yourself, and then God favors you and tells the person, let that person in here. I'll repay you back. Give them an opportunity. Give a house away. Give a car away. Give it to that person. Favor is way better than finances. That's what wealth is, in case you didn't know. So now that I've done my mindset massage, I've been here 41 minutes. I want to close it out with this question. What is your relationship with money? What is your relationship with money? Because if you love it, you'll never invest it. If you feel like my time and my blood and my sweat and my tears is attached to this money, you'll never let it go. Therefore, you'll never have true wealth. There's a lot of people practicing. They want to have wealth because they feel like I'm poor. But have you seen people get wealth overnight? And then they be broke in a couple of months. They didn't know what to do. Their mindset didn't know that wealth is supposed to be multiplied. And it's also supposed to be managed and maintained so you keep on making wealth. Just because you got $1,000 in your pocket don't mean you need to spend it. You might be holding it to make an investment over here that'll yield you $10,000 back. The kingdom is likened a man who went away on a journey. You think I'm working for this money. No, you know who gives you the ability to get up and wake up every day? First of all, it's the Ruach. It's the breath of God. It's not your alarm clock. You can set that mug and then keep on hitting snooze. But when it's time to wake up, the Most High will wake you up. Up, let's go. Ain't no more sleeping in the bed. Time to get busy. It's him that wakes you up and keeps you awake. It's him that allows you to go to the workplace and clock in unscathed, no injuries, no accidents. It's the gift he placed inside of you that is making another man's company $1 million empire. You building empires for everybody else with your talents and your gifts. And let me just say this, and I'm almost done. Woo, I'm almost done. Because he had to hit me upside the head like that. I don't know about anybody else. I shout out to y'all if you're a Jehovah's Witness and you're Catholic and all of that. But the way my daddy talked to me, he talked to me real raw and uncut. You feel what I'm saying? He said, look, those who worship me must worship me in spirit and in truth. So I'm going to give it to you real raw and uncut. Real raw and uncut. I never forget. I was, and this was the catalyst of me changing everything about my life outside of my son passing away. I went to apply for something that got denied, and it was something it was an opportunity that I had waited on since 2005, and my credit score kept me from getting it. And I sat there and I was so hurt. I was like, God, you know my heart. You know that what I can do with $1 million. And it's just because I was banking on them just going with the business. I had took care of the business, credit, everything. I had made sure that the business and all of that stuff was rock solid. But here was the issue. The business wasn't bringing in $1 million a year. So if the business didn't bring in $1 million a year, they needed a personal guarantor, a PG, which means they needed to run my social as a co-signer for the business. And I was like, Father, why is it so hard for me to get it? Like, I know you put this in me. It's miserable because nothing else fulfills me except what you call me to do. I need money to do that. And I ain't gonna lie, I was upset with God. I was embarrassed. And he just speaks to me like a real G, like like the real God. He was like, look, I'm gonna need you, Tawana, to stop walking around here talking about you represent a rich God and you got post-spending habits. You ain't ready for no $1 million. I told you to get your credit fixed 2 years ago and you still got me on delay. You still got me on, I'll do it next week. So don't be coming over here with your mouth all pouting out and all of that stuff. If you want wealth, prepare for it. If you want wealth, prepare for it. Start paying back your bills. Make settlements. You know some of that stuff on your credit report belongs to you. Stop lying, trying to have it, removed and disputed. Call and ask them to make a settlement offer with you. I will give you anything. I did that. Hello, beloved. I did exactly that. It was not even 3 months before my life changed in real time. When they approved me for my first $15,000 credit card limit, baby, I didn't know how to absorb that. I had went all my life being told, no, I can't even lease a piece of bread, a loaf of bread. You know how many opportunities I missed because I didn't have the money and I had no credit to leverage it either, so I can just get started? That was the dang on day I said, we're done. I divorce you. And I got my income tax. And the father spoke to me and said, don't go buy no car. That's a repeated cycle. Don't go buy no car. You don't need no car. Get your credit fixed and then you can just go in there and get one with 0 down payment. Stop buying these raggedy cars that you know going to be repossessed and you're going to be hiding and all of that stuff. It was a journey. It was a journey. I had to learn truth. If you want me to give you true wealth, then I need you to be faithful with unrighteous mammon. If you can't be trusted with man made, you can't be trusted with what God created. Ain't no way. If you can be faithful over little, then I can make you rule over much. Period. That's just how it goes. Within 90 days, I went to go and apply for a house. They said, okay, you ready? I need you to do this and do that. They told me exactly what I needed to do and get my credit cards, below this certain. They told me exactly what I needed to do. And they said, don't run your credit for nothing until we close. You talk about discipline? Because, baby, so many opportunities to get so much more money. I was like, oh, my God. Then when we went and got approved for the home, it took them 7 months to build the house. That was discipline. That was discipline. I don't care if it was a soft pull, if it was just an inquiry, it didn't matter. Couldn't run your credit. And that was discipline. But it was good discipline. During that time, I started building business credit. Then I started learning how I could buy me a house in my business name. Then I started learning how I can lease me out commercial property and turn that into an event space for graduations and for baby showers and for birthday parties and for church events. And then I said, oh, okay. Look. Then I went on ahead and I said, look, let me use this business credit. My husband started his transportation business. Oh, wait, snap. Baby, let me use this business credit. I went to 4 car lots in 2 days. And started me a rental car company through Toro. Don't play with me. Then I learned how I can use my business credit to do corporate leasing and start getting me some money in the Airbnb space. Baby, it was over. During the time of COVID, when they was passing out them PPP checks, I didn't need one. I was making them. I didn't need one. And then when I learned how to do, you know what I'm saying, do some things, I was in a position to help other people. I helped literally 60 people during the pandemic 10x their income. Take it from where it was, wherever their starting point was, to over $60,000. Not with PPP. Not with PPP money. Straight up. Why? Because as I start making the steps and showing that I can be trusted, he started opening up the gates of heaven for real. Took that and bought some land. He was like, now this is what I want you to do with that land. This is what I want you to do with that land. This is what I want you to do with this land over here. Then I want you to go buy some more. And this is what I want you to do. People think that I done took a paycheck because I showed you I done did $150,000 months. Oh, Tawana got all that money over there. I don't have no money. You understand me? No paper. Cash is trash. Now, I am rich in assets. Don't get it twisted. When I check up out of here, my kids ain't going to have to be fighting. They ain't going to have to be homeless. How would I feel leaving this earth and I left children in it to be homeless, to struggle? How can they grieve me and miss my presence and then worry about how they're going to pay my bills, move my furniture out of my home? You know what I'm saying? How the bills going to get paid? Nah, bro, that's evil. That's not why I became a parent or a grandparent. A wise man, a wise woman leaves an inheritance to their children's children. Okay? Period. If you wise, you got 2 generations worth of wealth already built. Are you building it? If you're not, then you ignorant. You will spend the rest of your life, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work for money the rest of your life. And the reason why it's important to make money while you sleep is because one day you're not going to wake up. And if you learn how to make money while you sleep, even in your absence, your presence will still be felt. What you built for them will still be providing for them. That's why it's important to write books. You write it one time, long after you're gone, people still buying your books. The message is still being put out. Why do you think every realtor got a book? Every investor got a book. Practically just about all the celebrities, they got books. Tell-all books, biographies. They got books. Okay? Straight up. And what do we have? Nothing. We still running around trying to be employees. When the Most High said, no, be landlords. I gave you all power and authority over all things on the earth. I told you to subdue the earth. Do you know what subdue means? Bring it into bondage. Bring it into obedience. I called you to be fruitful. Make more and more and more and more creators. And more little G's in the earth. Okay? I told you to multiply. Make them procreate. Over and over and over. I told you to have dominion. That's what I told you to do. That's your rightful position. We ain't doing none of that. We ain't doing none of that. And then we wonder why we can't have real wealth. It's principles. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Is this helping somebody? I'm just checking the temperature over here. I was going to give you guys 10 business ideas that you can start with little to nothing. It's called an investment. And let me tell you why I'm always talking about business. There are 3 assets that will make you wealthy in this lifetime. Real estate, investors, and business owners. There's 3 types of people in this earth: consumers, investors, and business owners. Where do consumers buy from? Where do consumers buy from? Y'all put it in the chat. Let me know that y'all know. Where do consumers go to buy from? I'm going to wait on you to answer that. Where do consumers, you and I, where do we got to go to buy? Where we need our clothes from? To get gas? To buy food? To pay our rent? To pay our car notes? To get insurance? Nobody ain't going to answer, y'all. What's up? Talk back to me today. Where do we go as consumers to buy services and products from? I want y'all to see it. I want y'all to say it so you can see it. Where do we go? And I will wait. I'll end this whole live right here, right now. Because then I'll know I'm just wasting my time. You say them people. What people? What's the name of it? Give it a name. Where do we go to consume other people's products and services? I know them people, but what are them people called? What are them people called? Nobody knows? The store. What is a store? What is a store? L. Cool J. What is a store? The other kind. Nope, that ain't what I'm looking for. What is Amazon? Amazon is a what? What is Walmart? Walmart is a what? Distributed. What is it called? What is the electric company? It is a what? What is Target? It is a what? What is Louis Vuitton? It is a what? It's a corporation. Thank you, Sammy. It's a business. It's a business. Consumers go to businesses to consume. Consumers go to businesses to consume. You want to buy some fast food? You're going to McDonald's, KFC, Popeye. It's a business. You want to buy some stuff on discount? You're going to the Dollar General. You're going to the 99-cent store. It's a business. Okay. When your credit is being reported negatively, they go to Equifax, Experian, TransUnion. It's a business. Okay. The government, the White House, it's a business. The United States is a corporation. It's a business. When we want to go to the car dealership for a new car, we go to a business. You want to know why employees make the less and pay the most in taxes? Because you don't own a business. There's no deductions for you. There's no tax breaks for you. You work with your time and your labor, but you get paid the least and you get taxed the most. Investors, they get tax breaks. You want to know why? Because you can only be taxed on earned income. I want y'all to write this down tonight. You can only be taxed on what you earned. That's a shame. You make $1 million, you finna give them almost half of that million. Period, point blank. Just in taxes. As an employee, as a consumer. As an investor, you didn't earn that income. You invested it and it grew. So you harvest that income. You get big tax deductions. But businesses, they get taxed the least and make the most. Let me tell you why. Because businesses employ other people. Businesses give other people, entrepreneurs, employees, they give other people jobs. That's doing a service for the government. That lessens the burden of the government. So you tax the lease at 12%, meaning if I made $1 million, I'm going to go and deduct all of my stuff. I paid for gas for this year. I paid for meals for this year. Why would I be taxed to go on a family vacation? I go do my hours. I get taxed out my check, and then I get taxed to fly on a Delta, and then I get taxed to rent at Holiday Inn businesses, and then I get taxed to go to the vacation spot, and I get taxed to purchase the food while I'm on vacation. I get all of these taxes, but a business owner let me go ahead and get the best of the best. It's a tax write-off. I had to travel over here to conduct business. This is where I stayed at. This is the car that I had to rent. This is the food that me and my colleagues that we discussed. That's why you're able to go to Dubai and Europe and Egypt and all these other places on the government's dollar. Taxes. Okay? You're taxed the least. If I made $1 million, after I itemized my deductions and I spent almost $1 million, what could you tax me on? I spent $5,000 in Dubai for one day. I made that trip every month for 12 months. There go 1/4 of that $1 million. My rent, my electricity, to run my phone so I can still and present business, my Zoom platform, my education. That $50,000 is now a tax write-off. Do you know that when you invest in education, it becomes a tax write-off? OMG, the things that we don't know. You can't get no tax write-off for no new Louis Vuitton purse. You can't get no tax write-off for no Coach bags. You can't get no tax write-off for none of that. Then you get to live like the best. You understand me? Do you know that you can go get a G-Wagon because it's over a certain amount vehicle gross weight? And it's a whole entire tax write-off. If you bought it for $100,000, you get a big tax break. Why? Because it's a motor vehicle with over the gross value weight of $10,000. You can't go get that with a Lamborghini. Can't go get that type of tax write-off with a Bugatti. But now you driving a G-Wagon, pretty much tax-free. This is the business vehicle. And put me some magnetic signs on it. My business is being advertised on it. I get to drive on the government. Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Is this helping anybody? I just need to know before I proceed. I'm over here sweating for y'all, okay? I'm hot. That's why I'm starting to look shiny. This makes sense. My job, I'm at, they sometimes order lunch and it goes right on the card for the business. It's a tax write-off. All of that is a tax write-off. You be thinking, oh, the job is doing a corporate Christmas giveaway. That's a tax write-off. We gave away gifts. We gave away money. We gave away gift cards. Tax write-off. You got to know the money game so you can play the money game. Money ain't nothing but a freaking bank note from the Federal Reserve. That ain't even a government entity. Federal Reserve ain't even a government entity. They out here ripping people off. Straight up. So how you take your power back, because that's what it's all about. I'm in control of my financial destination where I'm going. You're not. You don't get to tell me that listen. I want to ask y'all another honest question, okay? I'm going to give y'all some opportunities to join me on some wealth generating endeavors. Okay? And they're going to be irresistible offers. And they're going to be first come, first serve. I'm going to say that. But let me ask y'all this, and I need y'all participation. Put a 1 in the chat if you've been working over 5 years of your life. Put a 1 in the chat if you've been working over 5 years of your life. Put a 2 in the chat if you've been working over 10 years of your life. And put a number 3 in the chat if you've been working over 15 years of your life. I just want you to see something. This is not for me. This is for you. Because honesty helped me realize that I had been enslaved and I had been in bondage, and I hate slavery and I hate bondage. And who the Most High God came to set free is free indeed. And if He say I'm free, why the hell am I going to be in bondage? If He say I'm free, and He sacrificed for me to be free. All right, so I got some ones, I got some twos, I got some three. Anybody else? I'll give you another 45 seconds. Put a 1, 2, or 3 in the chat. Now, since time is the most valuable asset, I want you to calculate 40 or 80 hours times 15 years. I however many years if you are 3. I want you to calculate 40 or 80 hours every 2 weeks. If it's a month, I want you to do 160 hours times 10 years if you were 2. If you are 1, it's been 5 years, I want you to do 160 hours times 5 years. And I need y'all to put in the chat, how much time have you lost that you can't get back for minimum wage? And while y'all doing that, I want you to think about all those 15 years or those 10 years or those 5 years. How much money did you have come into your hands in your lifetime? If you at this and I worked here for that and I worked there for that, I want you to calculate it. I want you to do some math tonight. You can cheat and use your calculator if you must. I want you to see. Because you can't unsee what you see. Okay? If you've been working 15 years, I want you to times 15 years times 160 hours. 25 years for hot rod. I want you to do 25 years times 160 hours a month. And I want you, you've been working 25. You've been working. I want you to tell me how much time did you waste. Put the numbers in the chat. 28,800 hours. That's a lot. Because guess what? You can't get that back. You can't get back 28,000 hours. And since all of us have an expiration date on our time, and then we making minimum wage, and we've been working for that long, and we had that type of money come into our hands, because I want y'all to calculate, okay, I've been working for 15 years. I've had about 450,000 in my entire life, maybe $1 million in my entire life. Now I want you to ponder on this. I've spent 28,800 hours. Over that time, I brought in about 250,000, 300,000. And today, I don't have nothing. I don't have none of that in my bank account. I don't own no land. I don't have no assets. And I've touched that type of money in my life. And I traded that type of time for that type of money only to have nothing left. How does that make y'all feel? Y'all talk back to me. It pissed me off. Because the richest person in planet Earth, when their time is up, they beg for more time. They be like, what's your dying wish? If God could just give me a little bit more time with my family. I spent so much of my time away from my family that now here I am at the end of my life, and I just want more time with my family. Can you say a prayer for me? $800 hours, 2,400 hours for minimum wage. That's because we don't know what to do with money. So therefore, we've been working this long for money. And how is that working for you? Is your money attracted to you, or is your money running away from you? Put it in the chat. Is your money attracted to you? Meaning you got more than abundance everywhere you go. You just got money over here, over there. You got money to do whatever you want to when you want to. I know the numbers don't be big over here. Trust me, I do these on purpose. If I was come by here talk about some dumb stuff and look what the government's doing, and oh my God, look what they're about to do, and oh my God, look at the military, and I mean the numbers will be hundreds of deep. But when you start talking about that truth, the numbers be poquito, baby. But I don't care. I will preach to the one like I would preach to a million if it transforms your life. And the first place and area of your life being transformed is going to be in your mind. I'm trying to make you see what you should have been seeing. Take them scales off so you can say, oh, hell no, the buck stops here. Enough is enough. I'm being used and abused in this life. What if I only had 50 years? Because nobody knows the day or the hour. Nobody knows the time. My son only had 15 years. He thought he had his whole life. You know how you grow up? I can't wait to be old, settle, be on a picket fence with my wife after 15 years was all he had. The other one only had 21 years. What if all you had was 50 years in this life and you didn't work 25 of them and you have nothing to show for it? What if all you had was 60 years and you 58, meaning you only got 2 years left? I would make them 2 years. I would work every day as if it was my last, because you just don't know. You just don't know. And let me tell y'all something, brothers and sisters. At the end of this all, it is not going to matter what you did. It's not going to matter what you did. What's going to matter is what you didn't do. There's people that go to school every day. They was never meant to go to school. What you mean, Tawana? Everybody meant to have an education. What education? Indoctrination? That's not indoctrination. I mean, that's not education. What have they taught us? They taught us how to be poor. They taught us how to be slaves. They taught us how to be employees. They told us how to always work for them, to never, ever be in a position to provide our family. Thank you for the cap. It's looking good on me. Boom. They taught us all of the things that keep us in bondage and depression and anxiety and lack, never living the good life and the abundant life that we were supposed to live. Yes, we're supposed to have trials and hardships and different things along this thing called life, but it ain't supposed to be every day. It's not supposed to be for hundreds of years. You shouldn't be able to look back in your generations and be like, yeah, they was poor, 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 they was poor. What the hell? It stops here today. Somebody got to stop this. This been going on in the generation for too long. I got the scripture, the principle. And that's how I learned how to get out of poverty. I learned how to secure myself, okay? Let me tell you. Because that good old word say, when you give to the poor, the Lord will repay you. So I start planting seeds to the poor. You know how some people be out there saying the poor, and you bypass them. No, I don't care what you go do with it. If you ask me for it, my book says, give to everyone who asks, and do not, let me tell you the word. Hold on. Say you ain't going to steal it. And do not request back from those who stole something from you. You know how a lot of people out here, I'm mad at her and him. They stole my money. That ain't your money. The kingdom of God is likened to a king who went away on a long journey and left his servants in charge of his money and his wealth and his land. This ain't yours. You wasn't born with it. You ain't gonna die with it. So why would you devour a relationship? No, you didn't steal from me. You stole from the one who gave it to me, but you're not gonna get me stuck. I'm going to keep on making my money work for me. I don't care. You think you got away with scamming me? You're going to have to give an account. Somebody going to scam back to you. You know, it's the law of reciprocity. What goes up must come down. What goes around must come back around again. Okay, what you sow, there shall you also reap. Period, point blank. I ain't mad at you. You ain't finna get me stuck. You don't got that much power because you being used by the enemy to be a tool to stop me from getting what I need to get by being bitter and messed up about something that don't even belong to me. I'm a servant. I'm a steward over this. Don't get it twisted. This don't belong to me. When I die, somebody else gonna have it. So these be the tricks and the snares of the enemy that keep us from doing what God asks us to do. They keep us from building. So number one, I gave to the poor. It says, when you give to the poor, the Lord will repay you. There's going to be some things in my life, and there's some things that my kids go through. They ain't always 100% obedient. You know what I'm saying? They be tripping and doing all of that. And I might need to say, God, look, you remember that investment you remember that seed that I sowed? I need some favor. I need some protection. I need you to watch over them. They wrong. But could you remember my sacrifice? Lord, you will repay. When I don't got nobody to call on, when I can't go and get no credit card, and I need you to repay me. That's number one. It also comes with another benefit. It said, if I give to man, it will be given unto me. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over, shall men give back into my bosom, baby. You talking about some wealth? I give to everybody. You got a need today? Okay, let me help you. Okay, you got a need today? I'm fortifying my future. You hungry? I go in grocery stores. Hey, I got 50 on your grocery bill today. Hey, I'm paying for that totally. Why? Because if I ever get hungry, I'm sowing what I also want to reap. But not only that, this is what I'm commanded to do. You said when I give, it will be given back to me. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over, will men give into my bosom. You also said this. A man's gift will make room for him and take him amongst the great. You want to know how I roll with Grant Cardone and how I got with Enrique and how I roll with Les Brown and how I'm hooked up with E.T. and how I roll with Elena Cardone? You want to know how? A gift. I ain't trying to turn this into no preaching sermon. It's just principles. What do you mean by that? Because a lot of people believe that means my singing gift. People can sing all day long. That's not the gift. And actually, that gift don't belong to you. It belongs to God. Oh, your dancing gift. No, my serving gift. No, that's not what that means. I need you to go look at that. I need you to go look. It's a monetarily gift. That means if I go into the bank, bust down like this, talk about, let me meet the bank owner. I want to have a sit down with the bank owner. Okay. My name is Dr. Tawana Williams. Let me the bank owner is busy, but you can talk to the supervisor or the manager, the branch manager. Who are you to come here and talk about you want to meet with the bank owner? They're not available, ma'am. But if I came back and hit them with, I have $1 million check that I will only give as a donation to this bank, to the bank owner. Baby, they will sit me down, red carpet. They'll put the seats together. Put your feet up. He will be with you in just about 3 or 4 hours, okay? They will fly him from France if that's where he at. First class. They will get a private charter plane to come up over there to pick up that $1 million. A man's gift will make room for him. That's why anything I attend VIP, because I'm not trying to get general admission information. I'm trying to get the disciples. I'm not trying to get the parables. I'm trying to get the gems. What you do? Oh, I got to pay you $25,000 to go to your house and spend some time. Cool. Because I want to know what's in your mind. How did you do this? I want to get my questions answered. I'm not going to get my questions answered way back there in the back. It's general population. You just get to the overflow, to the reserves. But you notice when you pay VIP, baby, you get front row seat. Hey, look, you even get a sweatshirt, a towel, microphone. You get backstage passes. Baby, listen, a man's gift will make room for him and take him amongst great men. Let me tell you, have your credit score the right way. You stop flying first class and all that. You go straight to the Delta Lounge. The Delta Lounge is where it goes down. That's where the millionaire and billionaires are. They know that you had to pay a price to get in the Delta Club. So they be like, what you do? Oh, I help entrepreneurs. What? Yeah, I got a daughter. I got a sister. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna go to a conference right now. I'm going to make a connection for you, hook you guys up. They would love to have you come and speak on their stages. A man's gift will make room for them. That's why I tell people, when you're investing into education and into coaching, you're not paying for information. You're paying for proximity. Who that person knows? Who that person know? What can that person do? People that join my mentorships, especially my high ticket mentorships, you got access to my stage. When I go do an in-person event, you come on right over here and sell your stuff. You didn't even have to build your audience. Now you in position with people that will pay you $10,000 to join your mentorship, and guess who's gonna help you put it all together? And you can do that over and over. You got access to come to my events, my in-person events, my virtual events, and sell. We a family now. You're not paying for information, you're paying for access. If Oprah Winfrey had a $100,000 brunch, you would pay that $100,000 to get into that brunch. But guess what? It comes with an autographed copy of her book. Do you know what that book is worth? Do you know that her taking a picture next to you, that can go viral, give you some authority? You're not paying for information. You are paying for access. A man's gift makes room for him and take him amongst the great. I'm also faithful in my tithes, because 10% don't belong to me. Where you want them to go to? You want me to help you keep the church doors open? It's not my job to judge what's going on in there. My job is to ask you which ministry. Okay, this is my tithe to them. If it ain't a ministry, who rent am I paying? Oh, you want me to take the time, pay her rent? Okay, cool. They need food. I always give 10%. That's in remembrance that this ain't mine, that it's yours. You want to know the difference between Cain and Abel's offering? What made it acceptable and unacceptable? Cain gonna try to be slick and go give something that God cursed the ground. He cursed the ground. You gonna go try to give him a sacrifice from a ground that was cursed. Excuse me. But what did Abel do? He said, I'm gonna give him the first, the best. A sacrificial lamb, one that's without spot or without blemish. I know that it belongs to you first. I know it belongs to you first. So I'm going to give you back first what belongs to you. And that offering was more acceptable to God. And it angered Cain, because Cain just went and tried to go get him something from the cursed ground. Excuse me. How you going to bring me something that I cursed? It's a heart issue. All right, y'all. Was that good? Was that a good meal tonight? We are here for his work, and he will put us in the places, a situation where he wants us to be. People cannot fathom the work he has installed. We just, some of y'all millionaires, some of y'all billionaires. And the number one problem is somebody got your resources, and somebody got your money, and somebody got your breakthrough, and somebody got your healing, because God uses men to bring about blessings. The problem is you ain't met them. They don't shop at Dollar General. You know, billionaires and millionaires, they send out people to go shopping for them. While they in networking rooms, see how they can network and get more, make more, do more, give more, make more, get more, do more, give more. So unless you ever get into them rooms, you won't meet them. Because they not in the places that you hang in. They not with your crowd of friends at the bars. None of that. You don't have a God, I need help problem. You have a help me get to where I need to be. Meet the right people. God is so strategic. And like I said, this ain't no preaching message. This is just principle. God is so good and he's so strategic. He'll tell you today, put on that suit right there, that yellow suit. I'm going to have somebody that's going to meet you on the corner, but they're going to be looking for somebody with a yellow suit. I don't want to put that on. That make me look fat. Or that look ugly today. Or that's too hot for today. You see the weather out there? You want me to put on a yellow suit? No, I ain't putting that on today. I'm going to put on these black pants right here and you miss your blessing. I wear that perfume, wear that wig, have your hair like that. Now that's ugly. I don't feel like doing all that. It's too hot. It's always us telling him what we don't feel like doing. And then when we can't get what we need, this is the reason why. Principle. God told Naaman to go dip in the river 7 times. Just imagine if he would have dipped 6. He would have still had leprosy. He would have died from leprosy. He was told to go dip in the Jordan River, the dirtiest river, 7 times. How much does it cost to learn how to work from home as a dispatcher? The investment. Let's change our words, okay? Because cost is consumers. You can't get no return on your cost, but you can get a return on the investment. How much is the investment? So good, so sorry, messed up on the text. Horn blazing where I'm at. Love you, Dr. Tawana. Excellent. I have to rewind. Bless us all. Bless us all. That's what's up. That's what's up. As long as I was able to help somebody. So the investment, here it is. I invite you to a workshop so that you know exactly what you're going to be getting. That workshop will either be Sunday or it will be Tuesday. The transportation workshop will either be Sunday or it will be Tuesday. Okay. And I'm going to show you guys how to get started with your own vehicles. I want you to make money. I'm going to show you how to get started with your own vehicles. How to set yourself up, get you some funding. That's what you need. If you get funding, you can get a fleet of vehicles. Okay? You get funding, you can start a whole entire dispatching agency. But it's not hard. You can be up and dispatching in one day. Nope, this is virtual. It's not in Dallas. It's virtual. It's $97 investment for, I call it the Mother Truckers Tribe, okay? But my husband and I is going to tag team that, and we're going to give y'all that juice and that sauce. Same juice and that sauce that have helped other people that look like us walk away from their full-time 9-to-5 and go out there and get them their own transportation business. So many ways you can utilize this transportation, man. You can go get a box truck. It ain't even about driving over the road. There's a lady who took her box truck and transformed that bad boy first into a salon. So you know how the young ladies get pampered and stuff, get their nails done. They can go in there and get their hair done, get some lip gloss, building confidence and self-esteem. Beautiful idea. She took her box truck and did that. And then the second box truck, she took and transformed it into a gaming thing. So during birthday parties, you want to have a game party. All the kids get to come in. They get to have their cake, ice cream, get to dance, but they get to game. Just pull it up on a party all day, 8 hours can run you $5,000. You get somebody else to drive it, you pay them. And you're going to make $300, $400, $500 a day, just for sitting here at this party. You still profit $3,000 to $3,500 off of one party. So many ways to work this transportation. When I tell you, medical carrier, a cargo van, got a young lady. That's why I'm going after the ladies, because the brothers be playing too much. Okay, we gonna talk about or go over how you can start a business being a motor carrier company. You doing people's MC and DOT's number for them. You doing people's EIN and a business structure, right? In our mentorship, we show you how to do all of that step by step. You can be up and running in your own transportation business in as little as 30 days. Don't take a lot of knowledge. It takes execution. And you need to know what to do so you can do it. Once you do it, it's a done deal, baby. The more you practice, you get perfect. Your prices change. Your value change. Nobody jumps on a bike and know how to ride a bike. Nobody jumps on a bike and know how to ride a bike. They got to keep getting on there. They got to take some falls. They got to get some bruises, but they don't stop. Nobody knows how to drive a car overnight. You got to practice. You got to get with an instructor, an investor. You got to invest to go to, because I'm determined to drive. I'm determined to get away from my mom and them, go hang out with my girlfriends, go hang out with my bros, be able to get myself back and forth to work. Look, how much do it cost to take your driving class? $500. Okay, it's an investment, but you're going to come out of that investment learning how to drive the correct way. That's what investments is all about. Do you have just a dispatching course investment that after I take that course, I can start working? My husband does have the dispatching. Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm. We already got it done for you. We did it over and over and over again. It's fully loaded. So yeah, we already have that. Yes and yes. But this is what I wanted to share with y'all, okay? Y'all talking about some real wealth. Do y'all mind if I go downstairs, give me something to drink, turn on the air, and use the ladies' room? Can I play a message for y'all to listen to? And y'all ain't gonna go nowhere. Okay? I'm gonna cut this off over here on Instagram so I can just save my battery. Y'all can join me over here on YouTube and TikTok. Okay? Cool. All right. Y'all mind if I'm asking for my guy friend, he's interested, can you send me that link, please, for the dispatch course? So I don't have any more links. I don't have any more money to give these bloodsuckers who've been taking not only my money, but other content creators and other business entrepreneurs' money. That's what happened when we sign up for their platforms. When we give them the okay to sign up for their platforms, that's just like Facebook. You go sign up for an account, you give them the okay to meddle in your business, to tell you if you posted the right post, if you didn't post the right post, all of this stuff. I got tired of them holding my money in their reserves. I don't even know what bank that is. They're out here ripping people off. So I don't use links anymore. All my payment platform information is in the description of this video, the ones that I will use. My husband might have a link for that dispatching, okay? But you would have to email me. The email is on the screen. Back to the transportation class. We'll go down either Sunday or Tuesday. We will be heading back out of town to go and bury our niece, okay, tomorrow. So that's why it's $97 for the course. Yep, email me. So let me go ahead and put this on for you real quick. I don't have a long time. I'm not going to be here long because I don't have a long time left. You want to show me notifications going about your business? Hold on. I'm in the wrong account because I don't have commercials on my account. Let me switch this over real quick. All right. I play this off over and over and over and over again because this is the most powerfulest message I have ever heard. I'll be right back. Hey, I'm sweating over here. I need the air on. Let me make sure I'm sharing my screen. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. We definitely gonna need it. Pray for my sister. It's her child. Pray for the family. Pray for the family. I'm gonna go and show my support, but pray for me because death is definitely disruptive and disturbing for me as well. Just trying to be there and help it's just a lot. I'll be right back.
Legacy. There's power in your name. Power in your name. McDonald's is a last name. Abercrombie and Fitch, last names. Armani is a last name. Baskin Robbins is a last name. Chrysler is a last name. Fisher Price, Gucci, Hennessy, Harley Davidson, Hilton, Honda, Kohl's, Kraft Foods, Lowe's Movie Theater, Marriott is a last name. Maybach is a last name. Nordstrom is a last name. Pillsbury is a last name. Porsche is a last name. Procter & Gamble, 2 last names. Rolls Royce, Charles Rolls, Henry Royce, last names. Turner Broadcast System, Ted Turner, last name. Versace, last name. Wells Fargo, Henry Wells, William Fargo, last name. Walgreens, last name. Wrigley's, last name. Welch's Grape Juice, last name. Here you are, you think you're buying a product. You are not buying a product, you're buying a name. You think you're wearing a product. Hey, look at this product. No, you're saying, look at this family. And what you don't know is while you're making every family rich, you're making yourself broke. So you done went to one family called Wells Fargo and got $200,000 so you can go to another family called Rolls Royce so you can give them money to get yourself a car so you can go back to the hood and see the Joneses and say, look at what I got. Meanwhile, Wells Fargo, their family's sitting up being rich, and Harley Davidsons and Rolls Royce are being rich, and the Joneses are sitting there holding up people's stuff saying, look at what we did and we broke. What if I told you that your blessing is attached to your name? That part of the reason why you're not wealthy yet is because you keep trying to make Yolanda wealthy. You keep trying to make Tasha wealthy. What if you made Johnson's wealthy? What if you started thinking about your kids? What if you started thinking about your legacy? What if God started dropping Canaan and opening up windows of heaven? Because now you're not just thinking about you, you're thinking kingdom. There are some people who are attached to you who are saying, Mama, can you do something with this name? There's some people who are saying, Dad, can you do something with this name? Maybe God gave you the name to change and reverse some of the stuff that the name meant one day. I wish there was somebody in this room that said my name might mean one thing right now, but I promise after today, this name's getting ready to change. I promise after today, everybody's going to want my last name. I'm here to let you know you are a curse breaker. You're thinking kingdom. You are not just getting married, you're breaking a curse. You are not just graduating from college, you're breaking a curse. You are not just getting out of high school, you're breaking a curse. You are not just saved, you're breaking a curse. And everybody around you is about to be blessed because of what God's getting ready to do in your life. I don't know what my name meant before I got here, but I know what's going to mean before I leave. You got a legacy. Power in your name. A legacy is something that is passed down. It is your mark. It is your footprint in the earth. It is your contribution to the world. Your legacy is something that is passed down. It is your mark. It is your footprint in the earth. It is your contribution to the world. I don't care about legacy. I'm single. I don't care about legacy. I don't have no kids. I don't care about legacy. My family never cared about me. I don't care about them. My life is my own. Why do I need to even think about legacy? Well, here's the thing I have to say to you. The thing you need to know is this. You are leaving a legacy whether you want to or not. Everybody in this room is going to leave a legacy. The question is, are you going to be intentional about the legacy you're leaving? Are you actually going to be intentional, or are you just going to let anything be passed down, anything be given to others on your behalf? Don't let it be so. It's like this weekend.
I'm going to stop it right there, okay? Just for time's sake, I want to tell y'all a couple opportunities that I have for y'all. What do you guys think about that? Legacy. I want y'all thinking about legacy. What am I going to leave in the earth? What is my last name going to be associated with? Because that is what's most important. That's what I need to begin to build on. Okay. 20 minutes or less, and I'm out of y'all hairs. All right. How is my daughter feeling? Really, really pregnant. Really, really pregnant. She's going to some appointments. It's a long story. I don't want to really share it on here, but there's some things in her bloodline generationally from her father, her grandmother in her bloodline, and she has some abnormal test results, but she is doing better. She's absolutely doing better. They're monitoring her and making sure her and baby is okay, but she's almost due. She's really, really pregnant. And then thank you. I love you so much, sister. I appreciate you. Appreciate you for asking. So what I have for you guys, everything that I always come and I present to you is going to generate you wealth. I don't participate in slave activities and slave wages. I just don't. I'm not a consumer. If I want to go get dressed, I can get dressed. I have garments and raiment in my closet where I can go get dressed, especially when I'm going into certain establishments, certain events, etc. Okay. However, I'm bust down to Waniana, okay? Simple as that. I don't spend frivolously. I don't, because I have $100,000 or $1,000 or $500 doesn't mean that I can go spend and buy. Now, if it requires me to buy something that I need, then I will. But if I don't, then I don't. I would rather take my $100, my $300, my $1,000, and I would rather invest that into something according to the scripture that's going to give me more. 5 talents became 10. 2 talents became 4. I would rather be an investor. There's benefits that come with investing. Number one opportunity that I have that I think everybody under the sound of my voice should participate in, and I want to make this PSA. The $97 products are amazing to get you started, but you will have to 97 your way to the finish line. That's not just with me, that's with everybody. I would love to come say hi and meet up when you are in Atlanta if you are up to that. Yeah, let me know where you at in Atlanta. We're burying a niece tomorrow in Georgia. It's not in Atlanta, but it's in Georgia. So let me know. If we can, then we will. If not, I will meet with you soon for sure. Okay. We have a project in Atlanta, and there is a lot of land here for you to buy. You can buy this land. You can flip this land. This is the fastest way to get some revenue generated quickly. Okay. I've shared with you guys. Let me see if I can share with y'all one more time. See if it'll pull up here. I want to pull up exactly what I want to pull up. Okay. So this one over here. Let me see if it's this one. Maybe. That's the names code. Okay. Let me use this one. COS. Okay. Cool. Let me share my screen. I just want to show y'all something real quick because I didn't share it. If you need to see it, go back and look through some of my videos, the recent videos, because I shared all of this in detail. And if I can come back later on and share more, I will share these and break them down, okay, without my commentary. I'm giving you a mindset massage right now, so I'll come back and show you guys then. Let me stop that share and go to the actual website. 1 second. I'm close to by Atlanta, and that's right up my alley, Dr. T. Yep. Tell me we can have a family reunion. Don't play. Okay, let's see. All right. Let's go here. Okay. I'm gonna show y'all over here too as soon as I get it pulled up, okay? Because it ain't never been this easy, y'all. That's all I'm gonna say. Now, fastest way to get you some right now revenue on my screen. I'm gonna turn around. Um, Turn this camera around so you guys can see just really quickly what I want to show you. Find where I'm sharing this at. All right. Hold on. Let me make sure. Oh, y'all can't see that. So I need to share this screen. 1 second. Stop that. Share this. All right, cool. All right, so you guys can all see my screen. Okay, over here, you can see how many acres you can actually buy. Where it says 0 acres, it's probably like a quarter of an acre, something like that, okay? Tells you the section, tells you the township, tells you the range. It tells you the starting bid. Did you know that you can buy you some land for $54? And bid on it. The current bid on that is $305. So there's a way to do these bids. There's a way to win the bid because we don't just want to be bidding. We want to win the bids. This starting bid right here is at $4,280, right? It's a big piece of parcel. Okay. You can buy land for $183. You can buy land for $1,400. This is land. Okay. Big pieces of land, shopping malls, houses, all of this stuff. Okay. Did you know that you can buy land for that cheap? But here is, let me make sure I come back over here real quick. Here's what I want to show y'all. How to get you some real rapid revenue quick. Okay. Now, say for instance, you went and bought this property. You bid it. Estimated minimum bid is $12,700. You can put that on a credit card. Make the minimum payment back about $50 to $100 a month. Now you got you some assets. This property is already valued at $288,000. You go buy that land for $50-some. It's already valued at $700 to $1,000 that you can sell it for. Okay, so you get a big return on your investment. The parable of the talents. You invested $12,000 for this. You already got $288,000 in equity. This is what the value of it is. And this is a house. So not only could you take it and take out the equity on it, fix it up, rent it out. Now you got 2 streams of income coming in from one. Rent it out or you can sell it. I'll sell it to you for $250,000, even though it's $288,000. I only invested $12,000. I 10x my revenue. Now all I'm gonna do is rinse, wash, and repeat. Now I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna buy another piece of property, and the bid on that is $10,000. And I'm gonna go ahead and either sell it for the $205,000 that it's worth, or either I am going to pull out the equity, fix it up. I can rent it out, or I can sell it to the government. Y'all know they got all these migrants out here that need shelter. They paying $20,000 a room. You got a 3-bedroom house that's $60,000 a month. A 4-bedroom that's $80,000 a month from the government. This is how you get into rapid revenue. Okay. I have a listing of over 100 in all different states, 100 different land bank websites. And I'm also going to include a free, it was not free, I charged for this training. I'm going to include a free training to show you how to bid low, buy cheap, what to look for, what to avoid, how to use funding opportunities. It's going to get you started. And then I'm going to give you a list of 100 websites where you can buy land in the United States of America, okay, for $97. You can buy it for $53. We just saw that. You can buy it for $1,000. We just saw that. Instead of consuming and buying hair and stuff, we buying land. We buying assets. We can flip them, or either we can build on them. Either way, it's going to give us some revenue. You just rinse, wash, and repeat. That's something that you can do from behind the scenes. Okay, that's called investor. So I have this 100 plus list of land bank properties, and then I include the training that I just held a few days ago as a bonus for $97. You can also sell this list. Anything that I sell, you can turn around and sell. I make it sellable, shareable. So all you got to do is turn around, rinse, wash, and repeat. This is how you create generational wealth. Yeah, the teenagers, they out there driving or whatever. No. That money that you're getting, we're not buying Jordans. We're going to go buy you some dirt. Put them in a position, okay? But like I said, the $97, you just go 97 your way. Or you can get into my mentorship, where now you be able to go with a group of other investors, and we go buy land, we go buy blocks, we go buy parcels in the bulks. Okay, you got a spot right here. I got one. She got one. He got one. They got one. We got half of the block over here for a little bit of nothing. You get the course. You get the funding. You get the access to the funders, the brokers, the bankers, credit repair, funding. You get the access to all of that over there in that mentorship. Okay. It is $997. There is a payment plan option on any of my coaching mentorships. There's a payment plan option. Okay. I use Stand Store for that. But for the most part, you can also do it through Cash App. If I know you, you know me, okay? Or through Venmo. We can set that up, write it out, make sure that you understand, I understand, we're good to go, we get you started. Also, the government contracts. They are looking for people to give $1 trillion to right now just because of the emergencies. They didn't already declare the state of emergency in Florida, and ain't no hurricane touchdown as of yet. But they preparing because they already know hurricane season gonna be destructive. They already said they got 2 or either 3 category 6 hurricanes that's gonna hit this year for sure. They're gonna be looking for people to clean up. Guess who ain't gotta clean up? You. Guess who ain't gotta clean up? Me. We can leverage other people's cleaning business, pay them to do the work. We get paid to hold the contract. The government is happy because their services is provided and fulfilled. Period, point blank. Okay, have the Gov Money course mentorship. That's also $997. Like I said, you can get started with those with a minimum payment. I think on a payment arrangement is $250, and then it's 4 months of $250. That's the bare minimum. It's already given to you at a reduced price, but that's the bare minimum. We're going to go with the payment plans because people ask me, is there a payment plan for you? So we created one, okay, for my, what I call high ticket offers. We also have the Mother Truckers Tribe. Listen, ladies, if y'all not up over here in this transportation game, for real, you can use your car, SUV to get started making you some good revenue. $1,500 a week extra. You go get you some hazmat added on to your license. Now you're doing $5,000 days. Transporting specimens, just different things. Medical courier is what they call. Also delivery drivers, catering apps. I mean, I have a list. You want to go run off and do it by yourself? I have a list of 75 apps right now that will make you some right now money. Right now, these apps You ain't got to do much of nothing. Some of them research, some of them this, some of them that. Boil some rice, take a fit. Just apps you can make a lot of money off of right now, sitting at home using your phone. I also have a list of medical courier opportunities you can take right from your house. Want to work on the weekend, get you an extra $200, $300, $500 weekend, you can do that. Okay. I have that list being sold at $97. It comes with cargo van. This is in the transportation space. It also comes with medical courier and then the 75 apps. Okay. $97. We have our transportation. I think I'm gonna come back because I want to explain that in detail. What all offers my husband is offering in the transportation space. I did talk about government contracts. I did talk about everything AI. Listen, the print on demand workshop is going to be happening. I want to say next Saturday or either next Sunday, the print on demand. Everything got pushed back by a week just because we're taking this week. The first week was the week of the shock, and then the second week was the week of preparation. Now we're getting ready to bury. So I had to push things back by a week or two. But this upcoming weekend, not this weekend that we're in, but this upcoming weekend, we will have the print on demand. If you guys want to know how to make some rapid revenue, now I'm selling this cup, okay? This cup was created for me. This person made this cup for me in 20 minutes and was able to make a bunch of sales from this cup. This cup keeps all of your contents cold for up to 24 hours or either hot for up to 24 hours. I still got ice in this cup. I did a video to promote the cup because I put some soda in here with some ice, came back the next day, which is now, and the ice, oops, I didn't pour it on my thing. The ice is still in here, okay? 24 hours later at 10:21 p.m. will be 24 hours. These are things you can sell, print on demand, okay? You can make glass tumblers, print on demand, sell them on Etsy. They are selling over there. One person has made $63,000 from these same tumblers I'm talking about. Print on demand, wallets. You can create wallets. You can create cutting boards. So many different things. All you need to do is put your image and your logo, your brand on it, your design on it, and then print on demand means they handle the inventory, they handle the printing. You ain't got to worry about none of that. Okay. Also, so that workshop is $97. I will be starting 60 days of total transformation after the beginning of the month. 60 days, we're going to transform our mind. We're going to transform our money. We're going to transform our mission. We're going to get right in all areas. That's going to start the first week after July the 1st, the first week of July. Okay. So be on the lookout for that. Those that signed up for that, I will be sending you information. With that being said, I came by to serve y'all, and I think I did a fine job. If I did, go ahead and put some fire in the chat. And if I can serve you in any capacity, if I can take your hand and lead you to the financial promised land, that's what I'm here to do. All of the information will be down in the description below. Okay. If any of those, I think I might offer 2 to 3 spots. Someone called me today and says, you still offering that half off? I might offer 2 to 3 spots on the half off. I don't know. But if I do, reach out to me by email and I'll let you know. With that being said, I love y'all and I will see y'all soon. I'm going to try to come back in just a little bit after I get my kids and family situated and explain and break down everything. All right. Peace out.